What's up?
Hey, Miss Girl.
It's She's Dope, episode number 5.
Ooh, that's ugly.
I liked it.
You like that?
I did. But listen, Jada, you're one of my favorite girlies. You're pretty much
Her
like
actual favorite girly.
you're like my bestie-boo.
Bestie. Bookie butt.
Okay, no, but you're like one of my favorite friends. But we have some new girlies on here, right? And so if you did not know, this is the She's Dope pod for the girlies.
Period. For the girl.
You be in the comments.
Oh, heavy.
So you got to like, you got to comment, you got to hit that bizzle, you got to subscribe, you got to follow she'sdope.pod.
Period.
You heard me?
Have to. Okay.
Okay.
It's a must.
Okay. So like, before we get into like all the things, because you know, one thing I'm going to do is hear some stuff.
That baby love to hear something.
I love to hear something. We have to tell the girlies about how we became friends.
Oh, like the time when Tay said try to not claim me as a friend? That time? Oh.
Well, okay, not too much, but we need to talk about how like our friendship started and about how like we became friends when I moved to Charlotte 4 years ago. It's been about 4 years.
Yeah.
Where we became like, you were my only friend. Oh.
Yeah.
Tell the
Great
girlies,
friend I
tell
am.
the girlies how we met.
Okay, girls. So we grew up in the same church, but Tay tries to act like that was not a thing. Like Tay loves to say, I had no friends when I moved to Charlotte, and then I met Jada. I'm like, girl, we've been locked in, twin. Like,
Okay,
don't do
listen.
me.
You ever have a family member that like you know that you're family, but when you see them at the cookout, you don't really like acknowledge, like you just give them a slight wave because y'all relationship is like, That was me and you. Because every time I walked up to you, and you know, one thing Tay gonna do is scream on the top of her lungs, and I'm going to talk.
No, you are, but hear me. Back then, Tay wasn't giving that kind of energy. She
I was
was
giving shy loser.
loser.
I was so awkward, tall, big hands, big feet, just thin. Like, I was so shy. But anyways, in my mind, I thought I was talking to Jada. And so I would walk up to her and be like, hey, girl.
For sure.
And she'd be like, hey.
No, like I would just give her like minimal chit chat because I'm like, I'm not that much of a chatty Cathy, especially if I don't know you, girl. And like she's giving her tea.
One thing Jada gonna do is lie. I just threw
calling me a liar.
One thing you gonna do is lie.
One thing about me, I don't lie.
You just said you're not chitty chatty.
No, not with people I'm not comfortable with, Miss Girl.
You're chitty chatty.
With you.
Okay, listen. Anyways,
Keep it
back then we weren't friends, but my cousin and her are childhood best friends.
Shout out to my bestie Sierra. Hey, girl.
Yeah, and so then I moved to Charlotte in 2019. I had no friends, y'all. I mean, I was
None.
in my room by myself every day, just working at
Just
Bojangles.
dolo.
Just working at Bojangles in my high water bell bottoms and my Bojangles sweatshirt.
Oh, Dito, remember when you went to the aquarium by
I
yourself?
went to the aquarium by myself when I first went to Charlotte. Not too much producers. I went to the aquarium.
She could have invited
No, because
me.
listen, there's some girlies that are watching this, and hey, you're living in a new city, and you're
No,
like,
that's fine.
I
Totally.
don't have any friends. Listen,
Explore by yourself.
God will send you friends because He sent me my bestie boo. And in real life, I would never call you bestie boo. I'm so nervous. My hands are literally clammy, sweaty,
drenched.
Okay, so then I moved to Charlotte, and then Jada hit me up. How about I didn't hit her up because I was scared.
Yeah, because like, hello, I live here. You're coming to my city. Why are you being weird?
Now it's
Why are
her
you being
city.
weird to me?
Listen, it's not her city. It wasn't her city at the time. She's from Easton, Pennsylvania.
From
She's
the north, baby, from the 610.
So I hit up Jada. No, Jada hit me up. People love to laugh at like 610, but I'm like,
it's cute.
it gives what it needs to give.
Yeah, it eats.
Yeah, okay. Because we're not even going to get into the north and south thing.
Yeah, we're not going to do that today. Not today.
So Jada hit me up and she said, do you want to go to the outlets? And I was like, sure. And so I went. At the time I had braids and a shaved side. So that's how you knew my life was in shambles.
Nasty work.
Let me tell you why I used to shave my sides. Because, you know, I talked to y'all a couple episodes back about my edges. So
yeah.
I just thought, why not just shave them down instead of
Side eye.
whatever. And so we met, and then it's been like history ever since.
Yeah.
And then we moved in together. We've been roommates for the
Do
past.
this. If we locked in,
There ain't no switching up.
Oh, boo.
If we locked in, ain't no switching up. And we've been roommates for the past 4 years. And now we're about to not be roommates anymore because life is changing.
Life is life.
We used to say like, oh my gosh, like there's gonna come a time when like we're not living together anymore, and that's gonna be sad.
And we used to be like, yeah, and now it's here.
It's here, and we're very sad about
I'm
it.
gagged.
Like
literally, guys, August, like the second week of August, we're done. Finito. Like,
done.
Jay and Tay.
No more Jay and Tay. No more Tay and Jay. No more
just
Jada,
no more.
Wada, and I don't have.
You don't have a nickname.
Take
Heed. Take Heed. I gave her the nickname Take Heed.
Yeah, my old TikTok name used to be Take Heed. And if you don't know who Take Heed is, search it on Google. But another news. That's how we became friends.
Yeah.
But I came here I had to bring you on because I got to tell you what I heard.
And
I just thought there's no other friend that I would bring on for this topic.
What's the tea?
But you, because I feel like Jada is the ultimate troller. Like, she is a troller. Like, she does stuff that I never would even think to do. Like, screenshotting videos and, like, zooming in. Stuff like that. Like, I don't do that type of stuff because my mind doesn't, like, actually, like, think like that.
I'm very much like a walking meme. So everything that I talk in is like meme and TikTok reference. It's very fun for me. And I just like to troll because it gets the people going.
But like for me, I'm the opposite. So like it's kind of weird how our friendship works.
Tay doesn't like, she don't get it. But like I be talking and she be like,
not too much, because you see how she said she don't get it. It's not that I don't get it.
No, like you're not hip.
It's just because I don't be on Twitter until 5 a.m.
Me neither.
Like this, and TikTok and Instagram. Yes, exactly. But let me tell you what I heard. So I was on a trip this weekend. This past week. And I heard that there was this guy, that quit his job. He quit his full-time job. And was getting paid to make Finsta accounts for people. And I said, should I quit my job?
No, like, listen.
So
you're getting paid to make a Finsta.
So hello? I said I have to bring Jada Wada on here because I have some girlies on here. They don't even know what a Finsta is. So tell the girlies what's a Finsta.
If you know what a Finsta is pretty much like a fake Instagram where you're just going to keep it real private. It has to be private, truly, because you're just going to troll and put anything that you wouldn't put on your main Insta on there. And that's what I used to do.
Anything you wouldn't put on your main Insta, you put it on a whole nother account. So
and
you're
like
pretty much living a double life.
I wouldn't say double life. It's you, but like you're just going OD. Like it's hardcore.
Okay, that sounds wild to me.
It's fun.
Because first off, it's mad work. So now I have my personal page, I have my podcast page, and then I have my Finsta page, which also has a name.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell the girlies about your Finsta page.
Well,
what was your Finsta name? I mean, because you're not going back.
Okay.
You're not going back to that life.
This is hella cringe, but like.
Tell the girlies what your Finsta name was.
It was Sweet Yellow Bone Thing.
Okay, if you did not hear that, because she's trying to talk quiet. She said,
Sweet Yellow Bone Thing. Like, hello? Lil Wayne, hello?
Sweet Yellow Bone Thing.
Because it's what I am. I am what I am. But for real, it's a joke. Like, it's really supposed to be a joke.
It's supposed to be a joke.
It's supposed to be funny. Like, the little picture is not your picture. I had, like, Sweetie's picture on there with shades on. Like, it was hilarious.
And what would you post on your Finsta? Like, I'm, like, baffled a little bit. Because I just feel like it takes too much time.
Lots of memes. Lots of things that happened in life that like I definitely would not share with everybody, and I would just post it on there, and I'd get the people going, like, and I'd get reactions. That's what I liked, you know.
Okay, so
I wanted reactions. That's what I would get.
Here's the real question: how many followers would you say were on your Finsta? Because I'm like, who are the people that you're getting?
It was probably
going?
like 60, 50, 60.
So we're living a double life.
Double life's crazy.
It is a double life. You're living a double life for 60 people.
They're my friends.
You're living a double life for 60 people.
My friends. And
you're getting on there and you're putting things on your close friends on there as well.
Not too much. Why are you doing that?
The more you say this out loud, it's
nasty.
Crazy.
Trying to expose me is crazy.
I told you. I said, oh, I'm bringing Jada on. I'm exposing you for
That's
filth.
fine because I'm retired. Uncle Will made me delete my Finsta. Y'all shout out to Uncle Will.
One thing Uncle Will gonna do is give you wisdom.
Oof. Dragged me. He said, hey, delete it. I said,
okay, so let's
mid-tier. Okay.
Let's get into I want to know first, before I get into why you deleted, obviously Uncle Will, he gave you the advice.
ago.
How long did you have your Finsta account?
Like a few years. Like a few years. Maybe like 2.
You know what gets me about the Finsta trend?
Wait.
That people are like, what's the word? It's giving like, they love it. Like they take joy and pride in having a Finsta account. And it's only a certain small group of people that are on this account.
It's entertaining. Like, it's very funny.
So
like,
if you want to be entertained, why not just get on Twitter?
Everything is not just Twitter, Tay.
Okay. That can kind of tell you how outdated I am.
Yeah, I'm like, what do you mean?
Well, that's because my boo told me everything happens on Twitter.
It does. We love Black Twitter. It eats.
So that's why I reference Twitter.
Yeah.
But I'm like, okay, you've had it for a couple years.
Like, you want to see videos, you want to see pictures. Like, it's hilarious. Honestly, truly, but there's a time where you're kind of, like, outgrowing the Finsta phase. And I am.
Okay.
So I should say.
Tell the girlies, because I need you to keep it real. When did you outgrow the Finsta phase? You had it for a couple years.
Yeah.
You're now about to be 28. I'm putting her on blast. She's not
28 on August 5th. Yeah. Happy birthday to me, almost.
What? She's now about to be 28. When did you retire your Finsta account? Actually, tell me when you started your Finsta account. I know you said a couple years, so give me like an age, and then when you retired it.
I started the Finsta in like 2020, you know, COVID. We were bored, so it was like, why not? Like, everyone was having one. It was so much fun. And then probably a year ago, I was going through some things, very just, you know, like a heartbreak, for real. Oof. And I was on for like keeping it 100.
I told you to get up on here and keep it 100.
Keep it 100.
And I just crossed my eyes. Did you see that? I said, I told you to get up here and keep it 100. Keep it 100.
I was going through a lot, and I would go on my Finsta really for a certain guy, and I really wanted reactions from him. So I would do things, and I would post things. I'd be like, oh, this is going to get him. Like, oh, he'll text me if he sees that, or he's going to comment, because I wasn't getting the attention in person, you know? So I was doing things. Not a good way to get someone's attention, because if they wanted to text you, they would, sis. If he's not, he doesn't want to. But anyway, for real, like, I would just do things. So I was like, let me see what I can do. Like, I can make him mad if I do this.
Okay.
It's just not good.
I wasn't planning to go here, but we're about to go here.
Are we going here?
Oh, we're going here.
Oof. Already exposed myself.
You're turning a new chapter. You're turning 28.
Chapter.
Okay, so you're telling me you created a Finsta. Really, the Finsta had nothing to do with it being COVID and us all being lonely.
At first it did.
But
and then it turned
you got
into
caught up with a little shorty.
With a shorty.
And the Finsta was for the shorty.
A lot of the things I would.
And so what was that like on it? I imagine that causes a lot of like stress. And I only
drama
like,
and chaos. For real.
Yeah, and there's some girlies who like they have Finstas.
Like literally like anxiety, like thinking of like, oh my God, what am I gonna post? Like, is he gonna react to this, or is he gonna see that? Like, is this gonna get him go? Like, girl, literally just let it go. If it takes all of that, I beg, let it go.
Jada got on the She's Dope pod. And said, let it
go. Let it go.
And I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of like proud of you.
Dang.
Because I know the real tea. And I'm like, oof, this had you in a chokehold.
Whoa. I mean years.
Years. I've been living in Charlotte for about 4 years. Yeah.
You just have to. You're outgrowing things. You gotta let it go.
Okay, so then you got to a point where you're like, okay, I'm through with this. And what? Yeah. You just called Uncle Will like, should I delete my Finsta?
It actually had nothing to do with the Finsta, really.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about that.
So one thing about me, I'm going to call Uncle Will, and I'm going to be weeping and crying, okay? Especially over a boy. Like, keeping it 100, I'm going to do that, and he's going to literally be so annoyed with me, and I don't care, because I'm going to keep doing it.
Unbothered.
But, like, literally unbothered. And I'm, like, like literally weeping.
Always answers
like very monotone. And I'm like, hello?
Like the world is ending for you, but for him it's like
it's crashing down. I'm crying and you're just Jada. Like, hello, I don't
say it again.
That.
I like you have a good impersonation.
He goes like this. Jada. I be stressing him out. Yo, I'm so sorry. I just have to. I live for that.
So, okay. I want to know the whole combo. So you called him. I know you. I'll be you. You be Uncle Will. How about that? Okay, bet.
Oof, baby, I don't cry like that.
Okay, you're right. You have
I'm a cute crier.
You have a cute cry. She's
cute
so
cry.
more so like.
Yup. That was a good pause. That's what I do.
Okay. And then you said
to get my breathing in.
I
just don't understand. I love it. I don't understand. Baby, I be understanding.
I just don't understand. And then you love to say, in God, I just don't understand why God.
Oof.
What did Uncle Will say?
I really don't remember the full convo, but pretty much it came down to, like, I saw something on Insta, and he was like, you need to get off. Like, you need to delete the Finsta. Like, it's enough. And I was like, oh, like, it's so much fun. Like, I try to give him that. By the way, I be trying to lie and finesse Uncle Will.
One thing Jada's going to do is
try to finesse my way out of a convo with Uncle Will, because I be trying to act like he don't know me so bad.
But you'll always know when Jada knows she hears the truth, because she gets nasty. Her face gets scrunched and her nose goes like this.
Yeah,
and it's like this. And she really be trying to like act like she's not bothered, and I'm like, yeah.
I be trying to keep it P. I be like,
and you know me on the sideline, I'm the friend. Get her, Uncle Will.
Yeah, not too much. Forgets you.
Get her.
But yeah, child, he told me to delete it, and I deleted it that day, and I haven't looked back since. And I've been set free from the Finsta.
Did you just say set free?
Set free.
She's still pod?
Yes, set free.
This is
from so much, not even just the Finsta.
This episode is for the girly who has a Finsta, and you just feel up and stuck, and life is bringing you complete chaos.
Yeah.
Jada just pulled up to say that if you just let it go, there's more peace on the other side. Yeah. I feel like Uncle Will gave you some wisdom about peace too. Because in the same situation, you were tweaking because you're like, I have no peace.
Yeah, I had no peace of mind because I was just letting something control my mind. And it was taking too much out of me. I had no energy. I had no peace. But Uncle Will said, peace is not a feeling. Peace is Jesus.
So, hey.
If you don't have Jesus, that's why you don't have peace.
If you don't have Jesus, you don't have peace.
And that's tea.
This is for the girlie who's like desiring some peace. You need a little bit of Jesus.
Get in the word. Like, you don't have to be Sarah Jakes, but like.
I've been waiting umpteen years for you to tell someone to get in the word.
Not me telling you to get in the word. Get like a little bit. Like, at least. The least you could do is get on your Bible app.
Get on your Bible app. But listen, you know what? I feel like, oh my gosh, I told myself, am I going to get emotional in here?
Please don't.
A little bit.
If you cry, I'll cry.
Because that was big. You really have grown. The Jada that I met 4 years ago would have never said, get on the Bible app. She would have said, where we going out at?
True.
Right? And so that is like, you really have like grown.
Thanks, sister.
Should we cry together?
No. My makeup.
I'm I'm very proud of you because, okay, let's talk about what happens on the other side when you let go of things that you don't need in your life. You know what I mean? Because once you let that go, like, and for someone like the Finsta, that was like a big deal for you.
It really was.
You really used to be the friend, like, I don't understand why this is made up, right?
And it was made up.
When you decided to delete the Finsta, I said, oh, God might be coming back.
Like, do you see?
God might be coming back. Right? Because you start posting pictures, all of that, like, it's like living in a world that's like not real.
Yeah.
And so tell my girlies, like, what came on the other side of you choosing to like let go of some things that like were not giving you peace. Because I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm about to get into.
Honestly, it just gives you like peace of mind, and you get your like power back. Like, you shouldn't be giving someone that much power to make you want to. You're like living for them. You're literally giving them all of your energy and all of your power. And it's like, girl, stand up.
Ooh.
Like, stand up. For real,
Wait,
for real.
Side note, I was going through a breakup one time. I just went through a sorry. And when I tell you, Jada has a picture.
Oof,
and
rough.
I looked really, really bad. And I was sitting
like on jump scare.
It was like literally jump scare. And y'all know my hair about this high. So it's like, I just was down. And Jada said to me, she walked into the living room and she said, stand up. And I said, stand up. And she kept saying it. And I really had to like stand up because I was getting dragged for Phil.
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
I just had to remind her who she was.
And sometimes you need a friend who can.
Have your friends call you out, child, because they be calling me out.
I mean, I be dragging her.
They be trying to clock my tea.
I be clocking
Sometimes
your tea.
I like it, though.
Some of y'all need some friends that are going to clock your tea.
Because if not, is that really your friend? Ain't that your friend?
The way that you just did the eyebrow
Because she said not too much, can't lift her hat.
I can't lift my hat, so not too much. But you gotta have friends that are really gonna like hold you down. And like obviously I want to go back to like what happened on the other side, but I just wanted to publicly say like thanks for being a good friend. Because you know what I'm learning as I get older? That people don't have friends.
They really don't.
Girls desire friendship, but they don't have it. And I don't think your friend circle has to be 15 million people. No. I think God will send like the people you need in the right seasons. And sometimes the friends that you think you need, it's like, for example, when people look at us, they're like, how are Jada and Tay friends?
Night and day.
It's literally night and day. And I feel like God placed me in your life to show you that God does love you. And that he does
we're not going to get emotional here.
That he does have a purpose over your life. And I feel like God brought you in my life to show me to slow down. I'm about to cry.
You are.
I think it's because we're about to move too. But to show me to slow down because I move really, really fast.
And I mean scramble.
And I really don't be having that much fun. Because I be busy. And I be missing out. Like, I feel like I be missing out on stuff. Yeah. And you remind me, yo, breathe. Like, it's okay to laugh.
Yeah. I always say that. It's literally okay to laugh. It's okay to have fun. Like,
it's okay to have fun.
It's okay to have fun. I promise you.
Yeah.
It's okay.
And you remind me that it's okay. And so I think that God was unique by bringing us together. And so I'm saying this to the girlie who's looking for a hot girlfriend. And you're like, oh, I'm trying to get this type of friend. And I'm like, no, whatever friend that God sends you, look at it as the person he's bringing in your life to help you in that season, because that's what you've been to me. And I am very emotional about us moving.
No, guys, we're going to be like weeping.
Oh, I know. Because this was an error. I'm telling my kids about this one day. Like, yeah, during COVID, me and Jada lived together. I mean, we were cutting up. Miss Annette, shout out to Miss Annette.
Shout out to my mama.
Yes, hey, Mom. Took me in. But we were giving her a hard time.
And I mean a hard time. I didn't want to do nothing.
We didn't want to do nothing besides sit up and eat all of her food.
Yeah, and watch Gossip Girl.
And wash no dishes.
No, I didn't want to clean.
But really, God really did send me family down here because I moved down here by myself. And he sent you guys. And so I want you to know that I love you.
Love you more.
I want you to know that I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
And I have to say this because it would be a mess before we end if I don't say this. I feel like on the other side, you started to become more confident.
Yeah.
You've become more confident. And tell the girlies what you did a couple weeks back. And we've been talking about this for the past, since I've moved here. Literally, I always ask you, what are you going to do with what God's put in your hand? And I know you get annoyed. And you're probably tired of living with me. It's like living with a pastor at all times.
Pastora.
But what are you going to do with what God's put in your hands?
Well, girls, if you know me, you know that I love makeup. And I've been wanting to do makeup, but fear will have you up inside, like literally in a chokehold. I literally could not move. Like I would do my makeup and I would do my friend's makeup and be like, nah, like I can't make a page. I would make every reason why I could not do it and be like, well, no, like people are so much better. Like someone's going to say my thing's not good. And it's like, literally, it's not even about them or that. It's literally like what God gifted me with. Like you're just naturally talented with something. Maybe that's what you're called to.
Period.
But yeah.
Because listen, you know darn well I can't do no makeup.
Oh, I'm teaching her.
You're teaching me, but like you're gifted to do it, which is why you enjoy it, which is why you can be on TikTok and look at all the makeup looks and be like, oh my gosh, makeup is like art. And like, I'm just trying to get my eyebrows aligned and I just want to go to work and have 2 straight eyebrows.
And I'm in the mirror like, yeah.
So listen, if you're watching this and you're like, what should I do? Like, use what God has placed in your hands. Like, I'm here doing the She's Dope pod, and fear once had me in a chokehold. Uncle Will told y'all that, episode 1. Jada now has her own makeup business, so tell the girlies, where can they follow you? Where do they find all the things?
Shout out to Base by J.
Base by J!
On Instagram, Base by J.
You heard her, Base by J.
Like, hello? Look at this.
Look at her face. If you want your face beat, but you want your base to be smooth,
it's going to eat down.
You need to book Base by J.
Base by J.
Listen, girlies, that's episode 5. So you already know how I'm going to end. You need to like, you need to comment, you need to subscribe. You heard I said subscribe. Hit the bell, okay? She's dope.pod. And Jada, how are we ending it?
You get what you get and you don't get upset.